Politics and recovery. It's going to be a tough one today, boys. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Recovery Classroom. My name is Drew. I am alcoholic, and today I'm a recovering alcoholic, and I cannot be any more grateful. It's Friday. That means we have our Friday night crosstalk meeting tonight at 7 o'clock. If you're local to the Huntington, West Virginia area, I encourage you to come on down to 5747 East Pea Ridge Road in Huntington for what we'd like to call the quickest hour in recovery. Eric and Nicole will be there hosting things tonight. I'm super excited. Encourage you guys to come down and check out our Friday night crosstalk meeting in the Huntington area. I'm also excited because tonight there's a group of us that are taking crosstalk on the road. We're actually hosting a crosstalk meeting tonight up in Fairmont, West Virginia. Crosstalk is unlike any meeting you've ever been to. It's not an AA meeting. It's not an NA meeting. It truly is just a group of people sitting down and having a good old-fashioned, sincere, authentic, real, honest, open dialogue and conversation. And that's one of the things I want to talk about today and why I think we are at the point in our country that we are. I've been asked this many times, how does my recovery relate to my politics, my firm convictions and beliefs in politics? Let me say this, I'm 50 years old and I can't ever, and I followed politics my whole adult life. I love politics anyway. I can never recall ever seeing the level of divisiveness that I have seen at this day and age, not in my lifetime anyway. And I think there's many reasons for it, but I think one of the biggest reasons why we see this divisiveness is simply this. We choose, and I want to emphasize the word choose, not to have a conversation. We choose to not engage in that good old-fashioned, open, honest, sincere, authentic dialogue and conversation. We like to hide behind our keyboards and our computer screens nowadays instead of having a face-to-face. We think we're changing the world by typing things out in all caps. I say all this in jest, but I also say this in truth. I say this because I used to do the same thing. I used to think the same thing. The truth be told is this. Look, politicians, there's a high probability that there's not going to be a politician coming to my funeral talking about what a great advocate I was, what a change I made over here in this policy matter. Chances are it's not going to happen. Truth be told, because we choose not to have a conversation with someone who has a differing opinion, well, then we can only assume what we think that they believe. We can only assume that we think what they're thinking. We can only assume, and we all know what happens when you assume, right? We assume only because we're too afraid to have a conversation. What are we afraid of? Are we afraid that we might learn something new? I say all these things about politics, but guess what? It all applies to recovery as well. I remember coming in rooms early on, and somebody would say something that I may not have agreed with, and first thing I want to do is get up and go walk out and say, "I'll never come back there." The good news about my recovery is recovery has taught me how to respectfully disagree and not get bent out of shape and not get all tore up. It's taught me how to set and have that open, honest, and logical, rational dialogue and conversation with another person. Even if I disagree with them, it's okay. Matter of fact, I like disagreeing with people. You know why? Because if I'm disagreeing with somebody, well, hell, there's a good chance I'm going to be able to learn something. I'm going to be able to learn something that they know that I may not know at the time. But at the end of the day, I do believe this. Politics have no place inside of recovery rooms. I firmly believe that. While I don't want to go to a meeting and listen to somebody rant on about their political beliefs. While I might have my own, that's not why I'm going to a meeting, though. I'm not going to rant about my political beliefs. I don't expect to sit and listen to other people's political beliefs in a recovery meeting. That's not the place. Sure, talk about it before the meeting, talk about it after the meeting. Talk about it on the phone on your way home from the meeting. Don't talk about it in a meeting. That's my personal opinion. Then from another perspective, I don't want to say something that is going to make somebody get up and walk out and leave the rooms for good. While yes, I agree that's on them if I say something, and I do have my own opinions and I will share them, but I don't want to say something that's going to give them the impetus to just get up and walk out. I understand that's on them, but it's also on me to make sure I'm of maximum service to my fellows, including those people. At the end of the day, my personal philosophy is this. I will never allow my politics politics to invade my recovery, but I will always allow my recovery to invade my politics. My politics may not help somebody in recovery, but I guarantee you my recovery may help somebody inside of the political theater. So with that being said, I'm out of time. Thank you guys for letting me come in and share 5 to 10 minutes of your day with you. You guys absolutely keep me sober, and I could not be any more appreciative. We'll be talking again soon, guys. Remember, you can't get drunk if you don't take that first drink.